Hello, welcome to my latest YouTube upload update. Now I've been experimenting with different frequency outputs of different pulse generators for the so-called parasite zappers. Now this one here has been modified. It was originally a tens of hertz circuit that I found online. I modified it and I put a capacitor chain in it so I can get a selected various 9 outputs, right? Now if the LED blinks on and off here, it's a very low frequency output pulse, which you can seem to feel it better. They might have better penetrating abilities according to what some people say online. This is a rotary tap switch here. I can select it to pick any capacitor, the capacitor change on the circuit board in there to get various frequencies. And these are the copper handheld electrodes, easy to make. And I've got a PVC things made for each end, and the wire is secured, soldered to a lug, which is secured by a screw that sticks to the outside there. Now this one here, this is another modified tens of hertz circuit. This one's a bit on the bizarre side, this one here. Now you notice that I've got 2 outputs here. This is a 12 volt DC battery operated output here. Okay, now with one of the handheld electrodes from negative, and I've got a positive output. I can actually measure the frequency of these 2 outputs here with a frequency counter. Even when you're using it, you can still link the frequency counter up to it. But if I unplug it here and plug it here, I can't measure the frequency. I don't know why. So the frequency is unmeasurable. But the LED comes on to indicate that it is actually flowing through your body and your skin. And when the LED gets brighter, you get more charge flowing through your body. So that seems to work too. But I had no idea what the frequency output is at. Only these 2 are. Anyhow, and over here I've got my one I've probably shown before. That's my 3.499 megahertz high frequency parasite zapper. This is the 9 watt battery operated one. I designed these special little battery tray things to put them in. Well, you buy the trays and you put them on a little PVC thing there, and you can screw them in place. Now this one here is actually square wave pulse generator I found on the internet, a circuit. So I built it on the end, I modified it a bit, and I put a switch so I can adjust it. And this has a frequency output of 15 to 56 hertz, so that's low. This would be good for little areas, you know, like if you want to zap a little saw, just put a couple of pennies on there with a wire attachment, voila, you're alright there. Right, that's about it for now. Now, despite all the thousands of Clark parasite zappers available around the world and people have bought, nobody's actually talking about if they've actually successfully zapped the coronavirus away using the Clark parasite zapper or the Bob Beck zapper. Nobody's talking about it. So even though there are some frequencies for the coronavirus listed online, that's only just bloody rumours, but nobody's actually talking about if they've successfully zapped the coronavirus away using a parasite zapper. Homemade one, or the Clark made one, or whatever, or the Don Croft version. So there's no information about if anybody successfully zapped the coronavirus using a parasite zapper. But with these ones are about to change, hopefully, even though there's no coronavirus around in my place here, so I can't really test it on it anyhow. But I just have to wait and find out if someone online can actually speak out and say they've actually successfully cured themselves of the coronavirus using a zapper, and tell me what the frequency is, so that I can reverse engineer a circuit to put out that same frequency, and voila, I have a cheaper model available for you, rather than paying big bucks for those expensive ones online. Okay, well that's about it for more me updates. Thank you for watching me videos.